mother told me, she said, you never hit a man where he's weak. My mother told me, she said, you never hit a man where he's weak. Never. It could be true, it could be real, but you don't hit him where he's weak because it'll turn around on you. You can get him to do what you need him to do, but you never hit a man where he's weak because they never forget it. It lives with them. You know what his weaknesses are? You don't know how they're because I mention don't talk about them. And my mother told me, she said, you never hit a man where he's weak. Never. It could be true, it could be real, but you don't hit him where he's weak because it'll turn around on you. You can get him to do what you need.
I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Washin, Yahushua, Kwakadash, and citation to the elders, bishops, and brothers who are laboring in the truth. And shout out to you, few sincere sisters. Okay, but listen, this is a good little short little clip. You know, I ain't gonna make it too long. This lady is if you guys ever seen this Judite woman, her name is Judge Lynn. I believe it's Lynn. Yeah, she used to do like divorce court, and all the stories that she used to hear from people, you know, their testimonies, why they divorce and why they or trying to see what they can do to work it out, or sometimes people suing people in a divorce because they need their money or for whatever reason, right? She was there to make the final judgment call. And this is right here, man. She's a wise sister, man. You know, like very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes she, you know, she's fair. You know, can she be a little biased? A little bit, but she fair with judgment. Cause I watched the show. You know what I mean? And she's very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? But this clip right here, she was explaining that for a woman, you never hit a man when he's at his lowest point. You don't strike him and use your power or scornfulness to attack him because it's not going your way, or you're angry or you're very resentful because shit is not going your way. You know what I'm saying? And most times, some women, not all women, some women do it a very great degree. You know what I'm saying? But men know not to do that. Men know not to do that. Men know not to do that to each other. Cause it'll be war. Niggas will kill you for saying some shit about them. You know what I'm saying? And but for some reason, women they typically get away with it because men know that women they say shit because out of anger. Now, three types of people that say things that's truthful out of their mouths. I'm gonna explain it to you. People that's really fucking mad. People that's really mad at you. They will tell the truth about you. A person that's drunk, when they start drinking, they start to reveal how they really feel about you. 3, children. Children tell the truth, and people overlook it. Because sometimes we think they're kids, they don't know what they're talking about. But kids are very smart, okay? So when children are telling you something, it's true, all right? Most of the time it's true. Yes, most of the time it's true. Sometimes kids can say certain things if they're not being coached or trained to say something. Or sometimes kids may say something and they don't know how to verbalize it the correct way. So you got to be very careful. But you have to see, you know, don't disregard what a child is telling you. Right? Okay. So let's read here. It says, if a man trusts you, let's read the comment. And it says, if a man trusts you with his weakness and you later use that against him, that kind of betrayal can never be overcome. He will never forget that. And it's very true. Because when men tell you something, you know, that's why a lot of men that tell these women something about everything, they're hoping that she'll keep it there. But women don't value that. They don't care about that. If they hurt, they will say that shit and throw it in your fucking face. I had that before. You know what I'm saying? Which I ain't really telling nothing too crazy, but even something so small, they threw it in my face. So I had to cuss the bitch out, or I never talk to her or say nothing to her again. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I do it. Sometimes I make up shit, right? I don't mean I like make up a lie and shit. I make up shit in the sense of, all right, let me see if she can hold this. You know, I test women, and a lot of women fail because if they're gonna push forth something that's not really that important, or something that I made up, right, to make them, you know, to see where they can hold that. I know that that this woman is a fucking she's a fucking gossiper. She's quick to tell, or she's quick to say something. But I hear women, when they tell me shit, I keep it dear to me. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, if a woman violate, you know what I'm saying, you want to always pop shit, I'm going to expose you. I'm going to pop that shit on you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to hold shit back no more. I'm not taking no L's for no fucking women. So I want you brothers to understand, don't take no L's for no women. If a woman tell you something, right, you know, you going to hold it there. You know what I'm saying? You know, if she continue to keep violating you, you know, it's up to your discretion. You want to put out on mainstream, cool. If you don't, let God deal with it and go on. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, people get tired of the same shit that you do. You want to do shit and stay quiet. You can't die. That doesn't work that way. Women do that shit all the time to men. So when men do it, it's an issue or problem. No. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. You know, you gotta hold people accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't start with some accountability, they're gonna keep doing the same shit over and over. They're gonna keep repeating the same process. It has to end. They need self-reflection. That's why a lot of women suffer a lot on the earth. They suffer a lot on the earth. Okay? So, that's why when men tell another man something about something real, something true, a lot of real men don't go back and tell other men or other people what's going on between that man, or the way he told them in secret. Okay? That's how shit happens. Niggas that do that, they have bitch-made tendencies. Okay? They have bitch-made tendencies. All right? But, so when you see this video here, the lady's saying that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was taught, listen, man, if you want to know how a woman really gonna respond or hold your secret down, give her something to hold on and see if she gonna push it out, or she gonna keep it dear to her. That's how you can find out if she's a keeper. You know, or if she'll throw it in your face. I had women throw it in my face. You know. And I knew right then and there, I said, okay, she's the type of girl, if she get pissed the fuck off, she gonna say shit or use shit against you. Once I see that, I said, yeah, I know what type of bitch this is. This bitch is she ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I know that. But when you tell them about them, they don't like you. They hate you. Why you hate me? Because I'm telling about you. I'm telling you who you are. I'm exposing who the fuck you are. I'm exposing who the fuck you really are to the people, to the world. You better be very careful who you dealing with people in your life, because you don't know who the fuck can do what to you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, I'm telling people this is very important, man. Be very careful of the people that you keep around you, man. You don't want that same person that you respected to put you on mainstream. Because that's what niggas got to do to women. You got to start putting women on fucking blast. They do it to you with no cause. And they get it, and because they like drama. So you like drama? Okay, here it is. Now we're gonna put it out on the line. All right. So you gotta be very careful who you tell shit to people, man. Let's read that. I'm gonna read down some more. It says, never hit anyone on their weaknesses. On their weakness. Not a woman, not a man, not a child. Right. Very, very true. It says her mother was the last of great generation. Very true. It says this is so true, because if you do that, right? If you do that, you tell him there is a ruthlessness about you. See, I just said that. There's a ruthlessness about you. You telling me, you show him who you fuck you are. You gonna throw it in my face. You don't give a fuck. So that's what I learned. I learned to test women. And they fail. They fail every time. All right? How I know it's your keeper? If something that I tell her something if I give her something so light to go on, and she never say anything about it, or I never hear it from other people, and I never heard it, and then I say, okay, she ain't say nothing. If I ain't hear from those people, that I don't know. But if I go to those people and find out that they ain't say, if they didn't hear nothing about what she said, or it's a way how I do it, so that I won't let them know that I'm trying to see what I told her, to see if she told them. I'm not gonna tell her how to do that, but they say, nah, man, she a good person, man. She never liked that. Once I get confirmation from people that they explain that you are a good person, I'm good with that. But just your actions alone will tell me everything about you and how people treat you. When a person tells me how people keep treating them, or is that person, this person don't like me, it's you. It's fucking you. It's you. You're not innocent. You're not innocent. Okay? Oh, this person don't like me. This person don't do it. It's what you're doing. It's what you're doing to them. It's what you're doing to people. People don't like the way you fucking moving. So when they don't like the way you moving, guess what's gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna get on you. Now they gotta bring the hellfire to you. Because you're not being reciprocative, or you're not respecting what the fuck they telling you. You're it's like you're being it's like you're disannulling what they're saying. You're being a rebellious fucking person. I'm telling you, I see people lose a lot in life because they don't fucking listen. People lost a lot of blessings. People lost riches. People lost their homes. People lost their jobs. I seen people get fired just over because they don't listen. I see people get beat up. I seen people get fucking hurt. I seen people get dismantled, man. I see people get dismantled for shit, man. That it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, guys. You know what I'm saying? And it's a tough call because because when you're going through these avenues and these things, these are the things that come upon you, man. Sometimes you do it to yourself. Sometimes Satan not even fucking with you. You do it to yourself, man. And then when you add in that, then Satan sees that, then he adds the rest of the destruction that's coming from the Lord to give to you because you don't fucking listen. That's what happens, man. All right? Let's finish reading on. About you that can ultimately do to him harm someday. When a woman crosses that line, from that day forward, he will always be armored around you. You will always be armored around you. Of course. I had that a plenty of times. Okay. Well, not plenty of times. I said a couple of times because I don't really elaborate too much. As I've grown more and more and mature and see what it was, I learned from my mistakes. I did that to a girl that I knew. I was in high school, and I really thought she was cool with me, man, because we from the same neighborhood. And I explained something to her about my cousin. No, she mentioned my cousin, and I said, "Yeah, I see that's my cousin or whatever." She said, "Oh, well, that's your cousin? Yeah, it's my cousin." We was talking whatever, and I was explaining something to her which I should never did. I thought maybe because she was a listener and she was listening. So one day I said something, right? One day, yo. Yeah, so I'm sorry, y'all. I saw someone I seen. So, I thought that maybe because since she also had a situation with my cousin, So I was explaining like, okay, this is the reason why my cousin do certain things. You know, I didn't mean no harm. You know what I'm saying? But I'm cause you know, she spoke to me with some quite responses where like, oh, okay, all right, cool, we building something here. We you know what I'm saying? So one day I said something. I guess I mentioned it, something else, or again, whatever. We was talking and she just fucking yelled. She just fucking yelled at me, screaming at me, I don't give a fuck. Don't tell me about that shit. Her son, I don't know. Or she, I don't care. She just spazzed out. I looked at what the fuck? And what I realized that I learned too, that these girls was fast ass girls, or a lot of niggas was fucking them and busting nothing in them. And she had kids and all kind of shit, so she was a bug out. And then from that day, I never said nothing to her again. I never spoken to her. I didn't speak to her no more. I didn't say anything to her. I just did my work in the class and just left. It was a few people in the class, because this class was like a special advanced math class for those that was good in math, and I was real good in math, and I was sitting in the class with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is up with this girl? It was like probably like maybe 8 or 13 people in that class for that particular class, because it was an advanced math class. It was like advanced algebra. And a lot of people that was doing bad in math, they couldn't come to that class. Them niggas, they had to send them in another class. It was like 30 niggas in the class. It was crazy. It was ridiculous to sit in that fucking class. So I used to pass those math classes, so they put me in advanced math classes. And it was I passed that shit too, man. It was a little difficult in the beginning, but then I passed that shit. So I learned from there. I said, yo, this girl, she ain't trustworthy. I said, nah, I'm not fucking with this girl. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, guys.
Where he's weak, because it'll turn around.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, it says when a woman crosses that line, from that day forward, he will always be around you. He cannot allow himself to be vulnerable around you ever again. The whole point of a man having a companion is so he can take off his armor, put down his sword, and be himself with the most trusted companion. Even with that, man, listen, well, I understand where he's coming from, because you trust the girl so much. No, when it comes to women, never put your armor down. No, never put, that's wrong. Don't never put your armor down. Never put your armor down. But consider to be also not overly zealous or overly being a fanatic of trying to be always right or combative. You got to give people benefit of doubt. You have to give people benefit of doubt, until otherwise. But it's your right. You can test people. It's your right, because you got to know who the fuck is coming to your life. You got to know who you dealing with and how you going to deal with a person from that day forward. All right. Let me explain myself. After 10 minutes after 10 to 15 minutes with a conversation with a woman, you know if you're going to deal with her or not. If she talking wild or crazy, she's not good. If a woman is showing concern and she's hearing you, and she always say, hey, how you doing? How's so-and-so doing? Wow, I was thinking about you. Wow. You can deal with that woman. I'm not talking about mostly on a sexual level. When you see a woman, right, that's very kind and very tender, she's sweethearted, you don't mind talking to her. You say, hey, you don't mind giving her your time, because time is very valuable to a man. You don't mind giving her your time for 5 or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Wow, you don't mind talking, because you see that she's different from different women. I met women like that. Not all of them that I have took under far as like for me to get them. But I had seen women with, very respectful women, man. And every time I see them, I didn't mind speaking to them. Hey, how you doing, Miss So-and-so? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, so-and-so? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, yo, man, I just thought about you and you popped up. Wow, yo, how's everybody doing? It's like that. I don't mind giving a conversation to a person like that, because they're worth my time of talking. When someone is very, very, very nasty with the mouth and crazy talking, I don't waste my time. I keep it moving. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, never put your armor down. If that woman ever strikes at him when he's vulnerable, he won't ever make that mistake again, because she has just shown him she is an adversary, not an ally. Very true. Very true. He will always be guarded from that point on. He will never be the same man you once knew. Very true. Let's go to scripture. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 2. And the scripture reads, wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away. So if you're a man of understanding, it will make you fall away from the word, man. And he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent. You become a foolish man. You will become what are you doing? You're choosing, you give your power over to a woman instead of you listening and honoring your love to the Most High. So you choose this flesh over God. Okay. Verse 3, moths and worms shall have him to heritage, and a bold man shall be taken away. Verse 4, he that is hasty to give credit is light-minded, and he that sinneth shall offend against his own soul. So you sin against your own soul because you know you ain't supposed to be doing wrong. Verse 5, whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he resisteth pleasures crown his life. Okay. Verse 6, he that can rule his tongue shall live without strife, and he that hateth babbling shall have less evil. Okay, so it means that you hate gossip. You don't want to get involved with gossip. You getting out of here. Verse 7. Rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee, and thou shalt fear never the worst. So if someone telling you something, hold it there. If you hold it, and you tell someone, they both hold it dead to you, because that's what a friend does. Even though in my video before I explained myself that this girl was talking shit about her brother, her sister, and them, and all this. And that. I didn't tell you guys what was about. She was talking shit about them, okay? But I never told you what she was saying, okay? But I explained the surface level of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So if she's talking shit about them, she's gonna talk shit about me. That's how that goes. When you talk shit about someone, right? You're gonna talk shit about this person. That's how it goes. When everything is a scrutiny or some kind of backlash or something, you're gonna talk shit. That's it. You're gonna talk shit. All right. So if they do it to that person, they're gonna do it to you. Okay. Verse 8. Whether it be to friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives. So be very, even your enemies, man. Don't talk on your enemies about their life. You don't know what's going on. Keep your mouth shut and quiet, man. And if thou canst without offense, reveal them not. So if you know this shit's gonna offend them, don't reveal it. Because if you say it, it comes with consequences. Men knew that. Men knows that. Women don't respect that. Men respect that. Women don't respect that. They know it's consequences. Women love to fight. They love drama. They love to get into mischief. Men that like to do that too, that is women's trait. They are effeminate, okay? So be very careful. Real men don't want problems with another man because it can hurt a man and it can be very destructive. So be very careful who you tell things to. Now, sometimes I tell things to someone because depending on what the situation is, you know. But like I said, some people, now you have some people that make guilt in your fucking nerve, but they will never tell your business. This is very rare. I know this sounds crazy, but there's people that they will never tell your business. You just think, damn, man, this motherfucker get on my nerve, man. But you know, he never said anything, you know, about her. He held it in, or this person, or she held it in. So that's a trustworthy opponent. That's why I say keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. So even your enemy, you don't tell people, you don't tell your enemy's business. Don't do that. That's wrong, because your enemy could be a potential friend down the line to help you with something. I'm telling you, this is how this works, man. Especially in prison, especially in jail, man. You got to mind your fucking business, man. When you telling someone about another man's affair or business, that gets you killed, man, stabbed up. You go to Rikers Island, you go to, as soon as you go through them doors, right? As soon as you go to the doors, you got jewelry and stuff on it. The first thing they tell you is say, yo, You want to hold the jury on until you get into the house? You said, nah. They hold the jury to a time of release because when you go in there with that shit, niggas want it. Niggas got guns, razor blades. Niggas got bangers. Niggas got all kind of shit. Now you fighting niggas on a different tier, on different modules, man. On MAR 4, 4 upper, 4 lower. All these things, man. Okay? Even the juvenile detention center, these kids make weapons, all kind of shit, man. But I thank God that I didn't have to go through a lot of that crazy getting cut, getting poked up, getting stabbed. I just thank y'all about shooting a shot that I didn't have to go through that wildness of times, man. You know, I'm very grateful, man. But yo, man, I'm telling you, it's not a good thing, man, to talk about another man's business because it get you hurt or killed, especially in prison. And when you're out here in the streets, it can get you killed eventually because that shit will catch up to you. At least in the street, you can roam free and wild for a little while. In prison, you can't run too far because you got to meet that man. That's why in prison, you got to be a man to handle your business. Men stand up and yo, they address it, man. Real men address that shit. You got to handle that shit. Once a man see you back down, and after the shit that you said, they know right then and there you a punk. You was a bitch ass nigga. That's how they see it. So be very careful, man. Respect people what they tell you, man. Don't violate people, man. Don't violate people. And people won't say nothing about you. I told you already, there's 3 types of people that tell the truth when they fucking mad. You know what I'm saying? They're very disappointed. There's fucking people that drink. Okay, a person that's really mad, they do that shit to you. Hold
on. Now my mother told me, she said, you never hit a man where he's weak. Never. It could be true, it could be real, but you don't hit him where he's weak because it'll turn around on you. You can get him to do what you need him to do, but you never hit a man where he's weak because they never forget it. It lives with them. You know what his weaknesses are? You don't know how to live them. Don't talk about him. And my mother told me, she said, you never hit a man where he's weak.
Yeah, guys, so I just wanted to play that clip one more time, but yeah, you never hit a man below, because what that does is it does something to him. It's a trigger effect. You know what I'm saying? It's a trigger effect, and you don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that to happen, and the shit is real. It's really real, and people lose relationships like that. People can separate themselves from being all together, man, in friendships, everything, because when you say something like that to a man, as far as like whatever he has told you, you throw it back in his face, it destroys him, So, because women typically do that, man. When they get mad at you, they'll throw that shit in your face, based on if it's a situation almost relatable to them. They don't want you to tell them about themselves. Okay, so I'll always remember, man, don't tell women everything. Don't tell them everything, because women are good for that. They'll throw that shit in your face. Okay, a lot of niggas do that shit because when they laying down with a woman, they start to pillow talk. They pillow talk, right? They pillow talk with a woman. You know what I'm saying? And they start telling women all, they tell women everything. Oh, this and that. Don't pillow talk with women. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Look, listen, man, when I'm laying down with my wife, man, I don't tell her everything. I don't barely tell her shit. I tell her what she want to know. You know what I'm saying? Or I tell her what I think that she should know. You know what I'm saying? Which would be something so simple. I don't discuss my job with her like that. Only if it's dealing with far as like what she know of, or what I told her so far. You know what I'm saying? She already know what it is, but until then, I don't talk about co-workers. I don't talk about none of these people at my fucking job. I don't talk about my life endeavors. I don't elaborate that with her. Even if she wants to put her foot in to help, I just don't tell her everything. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Like, come on, man. Like people gotta think, man, like why do you want to tell people everything? Why you want them to know everything? Sometimes it's best to be quiet, because that's how you destroy and ruin your blessing from Yahweh, man. Stop telling fucking people everything, man. Don't tell motherfuckers everything. You telling motherfuckers everything, man, for what? What is your reasoning? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you know what? Let me bring my car over here. I don't wanna put my car all the way in this fucking corner, man. Fuck that. I ain't want to try and be trapped in it. Put it right here. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. A friend is very very valuable, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me read down here. This is Ecclesiastes the 19th and 13. Admonish a friend. It may be he have not done it, and if he have done it, that he do it no more. So if your friend do something and it's not right, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that he don't do it again. Say, yo, don't do that shit no more, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Chill. You know what I mean? I mean, you can forgive a friend, you know what I'm saying? But you don't let friends keep doing the same fucking shit. You know what I mean? Hold on, guys. I gotta take my earbuds out my ear. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. So make sure that you don't let nobody keep doing the same fucking shit. And then there's no consequences or repercussions for their actions, man. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to always remember that, man. You know what I mean? Now let's look this word up. Admonish, warn or reprimand someone firmly, okay? So reprimand a friend. It may be he have not done it, and if he have done it, that he do it no more. So tell him, forewarn him already. Say, nah, don't do that shit. Nah, bro, don't do that. You know what I mean? Verse 14, reprimand thy friend. It may be he have not said it, and if he have, then he's speaking out again. So you got people that do something and people that speak of something. So you got those that do something, right? Tell them do that no more. If they speak on something, tell them don't speak of it no more. Something that you don't know of. You know what I mean? Okay. Verse 16. There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart. And who is he that have not offended with his tongue? Okay, so you got people that slip some shit out their mouth, and then they know in their heart they done fucked up. It's oh damn, I should never said that shit. You know what I'm saying? And meaning his mind, because he ain't thinking, he just talking out of terms. And who is he that have not offended with his tongue? And who is he, right, that have not been offended with his tongue? Verse 17, reprimand thy neighbor before thou threaten him. So before you get on your neighbor, meaning your Israelite friend, your Israelite a brother or sister, right? Before you get in their ass, you fucking warn them. You fucking warn them. Like I have warned many Israelites. I told them, don't do me wrong, don't fuck me over. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as I see you doing some bullshit or you a coward of your ways, I'm gonna warn you first. I'm gonna warn them and say, yo, I tell people how I am. Don't fuck me over, because then you get an ugly side of me. Some people will never get an ugly side of me because they know how to respect me. So if you doing that shit, And people be like, yo, damn, you so nasty, you so... What the fuck you want a person to do? You want them, you want me to... I'm not like every person. Everybody got their own way on how they do things, you mean? You know what I'm saying? After a while, I let shit go. You know what I'm saying? But don't... First thing is, I will tell you about your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look at you like, like, what's up with you, yo? You bugging the fuck out? Or what? You know? But sometimes I realize in life, man, don't even waste your breath, man. But you gonna let niggas know that you ain't nothing to play with either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nothing to play with. Because people don't want to see me in action or in war. Because it gets real ugly, man. It gets really, really dark and ugly. You know what I'm saying? I don't let no man pump no fear in me. No woman pump no fear in me, man. I don't care how hard you talk back. I don't give a fuck you talk back. That shit don't mean nothing to me, but I'm gonna let you know something. Just let you know that you ain't gonna say what you want and don't expect me not to say nothing back. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch these people, man. You know, you gotta know, especially if you're not putting yourself in a situation where you're not hurting nobody or doing shit to anybody. Cause listen, same way you can talk hard, somebody else can talk hard too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, it's like, yo, you got to be mindful how you talk to people. That's why I don't talk to men crazy. Cause a man is a man. He'll know how to address certain situations, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't scuffle and fight with men, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it gets to a point where I got no choice to do it, then fuck it, then let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to do all that because I know how to respect people. Especially other women. I know how to respect women. You understand? Especially if she ain't calling me crazy, talking wild. She got the utmost respect for me because she's showing respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind saying, if I see someone, hey, good morning, ma'am, how you doing? Good morning, sir. You know, good morning, sister. Good morning, brother. Hey, how you doing, brother? You know, hey, sister, hey, how you doing, man? You looking good today? God bless you. Boom. So, same to you. Thank you, sister. You know, it's a respect level, man. People don't respect shit because they don't have no respect for themselves. People want you to automatically know what they're thinking or know how they feel automatically. I'm not a feel reader. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what you feel. I may see the anguish or the pain or the hurt in your face because I can see the signs of how you moving, but it doesn't mean that I know what the fuck you feeling or thinking. Something might be wrong because I see it in your face. I don't know if you don't explain it. You know, but people want you to automatically assume that, excuse me, Salakia, you should know already how I'm feeling. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My mother, she has that bad. She thinks someone should know what she's feeling or thinking. And me and my sister, we tell her like, yo, we don't know what the fuck you thinking. We don't know what you thinking. Everybody don't think the same. Oh yeah, but you gotta use the common sense. Yeah, you right. You gotta use common sense on things that matter. Yes, but we don't. It don't take common sense to know what you're feeling. I don't know what you're feeling. If you don't elaborate, and you don't explain it. Fuck it then. Fuck you and fuck your feeling. You know. I don't talk like that to my mom, but I'm just giving you guys an example. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example. I ain't trying to say fuck my mom. Alright? I'm not trying to do that. So don't get mad at me, Israel, all right? But what I'm saying, when I say that to say this is because we deal with all kind of people, all type of personalities, man. And I have a couple true friends I can call if I needed something or something should happen. They are willing, to look out for me. You know what I'm saying? And a true friend that do that with great love and care, that's a good friend. Because if my friend is going through something and they need me to hear, I'll hear them. I'll hear them, but I also will give them some true adjustment and say, yo, listen, man, yo, adjust your ways, do this, man. What you think I should do? He said, yo, bro, you think I should do this better? I said, well, listen, let me tell you something, man. Yeah, man, I think you should do that a little better. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, don't worry, man. You'll learn from this. You know what I'm saying? You'll grow. I don't mind him always dissecting it and coming back and dissecting. I have no problem. Or, But if it gets to the point where you bashing someone, or you deeming someone, or you talking shit about someone all the time, I won't want to hear that all the time. You know, I mean, I tell you that all the time, but all the time, I mean, you should know. You know what? Let me stop talking shit about a person like that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. But a lot of people don't think that way. A lot of people don't think the way you want them to think. Okay. All right. Let me finish reading. It said, and not being angry, give place to the law of the Most High. Okay. Verse 18, the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. Verse 19, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. Okay. Let's get that. That's the knowledge right there. It said, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. It says, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. So you will receive the fruit, what? Of the tree of immortality, especially for those who keep their commandments. That's why the Lord said in Revelation, he said, but those who keep my commandments and endure to the end, you shall inherit the kingdom of the Lord, man, forever, man. Let's read verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of his omnipotency. All right, because the Lord is everywhere. The Lord is everywhere, man. Whether we think that we don't know that he's there, he's there. Okay, but this is a thing about being a friend. Okay, a friend is supposed to be there to you. Like even your wife. Your wife is someone like your friend. She's a companion, right, to you, right? That's why you with her. And she's supposed to respect you, man. Now it's okay for a lady to tell you, you know, please don't do me like that. That's wrong. It hurt my feelings. Okay, cool. But a woman that's yelling and screaming and you doing all that, you gotta go. Because I'm not gonna sit there and let you scream at me. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. You're not gonna scream and yell at me. It ain't gonna happen. Because when a woman talks to me, she better keep her tone down. Keep your motherfucking tone down. Don't fucking yell and scream at me. Because that's gonna make me feel, all right, this is what you feeling? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna be on some fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you. That's how you gotta treat them. You understand? Fuck them, man. You know? Because a woman, when she talk to a man, you supposed to have respect at all times. But whether the disagreement, you don't fucking say, mother, you don't talk out of turn. You don't talk out your face. You know? See, a lot of women silly minded. A lot of women think that by you coming hard at them like that, as you hurting them, oh, my feelings hurt, oh, this and that and that and that, oh, you are. No, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you how to talk to a man. You don't talk to a man crazy. If any woman that scream or yell or outlash or do a burst or something, fuck that bitch. Drop her and leave her. No woman is supposed to ever show herself disrespect you amongst people. Never. Well, anyway, I wanted to do another video. I wanted to show, it was a video where a police officer, it was a guy and his partner was a female, and they was dealing with some female jakes, and they was being very, very rude and disrespectful, man. And that's why the Lord got to judge his place, man. There's no honor in it. There's no true retribution. And these women want to act like men. They're arguing and shit. But anyway, with that being said, I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.